About that, guys. I don't know what was going on with my Elgato. It was a game capture issue. I had to reboot my Elgato, but we are back.
So, for those who don't know, El Gato is Spanish for the cat.
Right. Now, looking back here at this, these hook swords on Cabal are called mocap decapitators. Like, what do you think that means? Do you think that means that that's a hint that Cabal killed mocap?
Oh, wow, I didn't even think about that. No, I don't know. Could be. Could be. You never know, man. When they do something like that, when they do like a little hint, like a little nod to a player who's not in the game, but, you know, just like a little subtle reference there, like, I don't think it means anything. You know how there's like a billboard in the background for Sue Howell watches or whatever?
Yeah. I gotta
Yeah,
check out of that.
it's just a nice little Easter egg, you know?
It is.
I don't think we need to read too much into it.
Right, for sure.
Or we could.
Yeah. And then there's Hutao Gu, which I don't know if I doubt I'm pronouncing that correctly, but these look pretty cool. I love the screw design on them, how they've got the screws throughout each of the hook swords. Looks very metal. Love it. And then of course we got Song Dynasty OG. Now you gotta wonder, is this a shout out to Dynasty?
No. Song Dynasty means it was from, oh God, when was the Song Dynasty? That was in China, like hundreds, if not thousands of years ago.
Okay, so this wasn't a shout out to a content
No,
creator.
it was, no, the Song Dynasty was from 960 to 1279, but you never know, it could be.
Could be. Yeah, I think it's probably you're more correct, I'm sure. So
they're saying that those are old weapons. That's the point they're making here. These things have been around quite some time.
Yes. And then there's Northern Praying Mantis, which a lot of people said these are like the Chronica style weapons. Since Cabal seems to join Chronica, he does have some Chronica themed gear. And of course, this is also my favorite thing to customize on Cabal is his respirator.
Look at that.
He's got the skull respirator, which I totally dig. He's got a platinum, like chrome style skull. He's got more of like an alien styled skull here for his respirator, which is pretty cool. And then Beet Juice. I feel like that's a reference to something, but I don't, it goes over my head.
Beetlejuice.
That's what I was thinking too, but like, does anything about this look Beetlejuice-ish to you?
Let me look.
I don't see it.
No, I'm not seeing it either.
Yeah.
But it's just fun to say.
Oh yeah. And then we'll go through the masks again since everybody said that it skipped on him. So here we go. We got the respirator, which is his first one. We've got the Bat Out of Hell, which I totally dig this one. This was a really fun one. There's this classic mask from Ultimate MK3. Looks fantastic. Avarice Accelerated. And this is like a really cool themed out mask that makes him look super intimidating. And then you've got Cabal with no mask and just his horrifying burned face. So, pretty cool stuff. We'll take a look at his skins again here just to get an idea. Of course, his human face, he looks completely normal. His burned face here from Ultimate MK3, if we can get a better look at that. Yeah.
Everybody freaking loves this.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome, isn't it? So, you can totally see... I mean, that's Ultimate MK3 Cabal right there all the way through.
Yeah.
So if we go into photo mode, actually, I can show you guys a little more. And this is actually Chronica-esque gear that I wanted to show you guys on his skin. So if you look at his knee pads, this totally looks like Team Chronica right here. I'm just saying, this is very Chronica-ish themed, which tells me he's going to be on the bad guy's side, which would make sense because he's kind of Kano's enforcer, and we know Kano's going to side with Chronica.
I feel like Chronica's the good guy here, bud.
Why do you say that?
Because I want her to win. Because she's going to fix the timeline. Raiden's the bad guy who messed up the timeline. Chronica's just trying to make things the way they're supposed to be. How's she the bad guy? How's everybody who's on her side the bad guy? She's the good one here.
I don't want to see Cassie get killed off. I'm sorry.
well, you know, this is a Mortal Kombat game. Characters do get killed off, and they come back.
That is also true.
Uncle Cranky says it. Anyone trying to fix Raiden's incompetence is the good guy.
Yeah. Well, I'm team Dark Raiden then.
Okay, I'll be Team Chronica.
All right. Oh.
By the way, don't you think that throughout story mode, allegiances are going to change back and forth several times?
Potentially, yeah. And forgive me, guys. I'm just going to have to reboot the game here because I lost connection, but we'll be good.
First you got to reboot the stream. Then you got to reboot the game.
Well, the online beta is super touchy, so if you, like, you know, leave the game or whatever, it can disconnect you.
I gotcha.
But it's okay. We're going to jump in for a couple of matches. I'm going to bring the heat with Scorpion. See what I did there?
Oh, nice.
You know, I really like that whip chain variation.
Mm-hmm.
Let me go back to characters and just reset him up. Because I'm going to have to.
Yeah, you have to. You got to go do everything that you did again. And don't forget anything. If you forget one thing, it messes you up, doesn't it?
It does, yeah. So I got to remember to get his abilities. Alright. And I have all my favorite things already picked out, so we're good.
Oh, this guy from YouTube just gave a bunch of, like, purple flames. It said it would be cool if you could customize the color of Scorpion's flames, and he gave a bunch of purple ones.
That would be cool. I agree. Maybe. I mean, you do see a lot of... Let me actually make sure I got this ability. No, I didn't. Okay. Burning Spear. Alright. But yeah, I mean, Scorpion does have some pretty cool skins, and if you change his skin to, let's say, green... and I go into photo mode, you'll see that his sword is actually the color green instead of orange. Which is pretty cool. And also his mask changes colors as well. So it went from yellow to white. Which is pretty interesting. Like, I love these looks for Scorpion, I really do. But I'm more of a classic guy like you, Tabmok, so I gotta say, I really like this classic look. That's what I'm gonna be rocking and rolling with here.
Yeah, you always build him up with, like, the classic MK2 style Scott paintball mask.
Yeah. But he's got more of the... It's really... That skin is more of Ultimate MK3 kind of a look. So...
Other than the mask, yeah. Yeah, for sure. For sure. Monty Shaw says he's glad Shang Tsung is DLC in MK11. I agree with that. Big Gamer 1332 says blue flame would actually be cooler than purple. I disagree. It would be hotter.
That's great. Looking for an opponent here, and I'm gonna try not to get crushed.
You will. Goro Bad is in the
Wait, what?
I was hoping I could just kind of gloss over that without you saying anything.
You were totally like, yeah, you will.
Yeah, you will.
He has zero faith in me, guys.
No, you got this. I'm just joshing. You got this.
Yeah, I hope.
Goro Bad is in the YouTube channel. This is also Deception
Goro Bad.
Yeah, right. Like, as if Goro just talks like the Hulk, you know? Goro mad! Goro smash!
Love that. I love that interpretation.
Goro is the strongest one there is!
You should totally submit a voice reel to voice Goro in a future MK game.
Yeah.
This needs
the madder Goro gets, the stronger Goro gets! Puny humans!
God, you're so in character, it's great. I'm sure somebody from NetherRealm is watching this saying, that Tabmok guy, we need to get him, we need to reach out to him and get his agent, we need to bring him in to voice act.
Yeah, but you know what? I'm not a member of the Voice Actors Guild. They're all union, so I don't think this would go anywhere.
I think you'd be just fine. They'd probably
Okay.
they'd probably pay for you to get in there. You're so good.
Yeah, that's how unions do things. All right. I know somebody said something about a theory. I missed a couple of Twitch things there for a bit, so sorry about that. I know someone's saying Big Gamer 1332 is like, what do you think of my story mode theory? Can you say it again? But he says, I feel like... no, you don't have to go to YouTube, Cyberfox. Big Gamer 1332 says, I feel like MK11 will have a story mode like that one MK game where Shao Kahn almost won and almost kills Raiden but turns back time or something like that. What if this happens? Oh, buddy. That is kind of the whole thing that set all this off. So, after Raiden went back, messed up time, then Chronica decided to do nothing about it, just let it happen, and then, in fact, let a whole other game like MKX happen, and then, finally, now, in MK11, decides she wants to intervene. Like, really? You've set out 2 MK games? This is technically something that Raiden did at the end of MK Armageddon, so, I don't know, 2006? Raiden did that at the end of Armageddon, and in 2011 with MK9, we find out what Raiden does to get out of it, the time travel thing, and then MKX in 2015, a whole other game passes, and just now, in 2019, Chronica decides, okay, time to do something here.
Yeah, you know, for somebody who's a master of time, it seems like she has bad timing.
Sure seems like she takes her sweet time.
Seems like time is not on her side.
I think it's about time we stop doing this.
In due time, we will probably stop with the puns. You're so proud of yourself, right? You're like, finally, I rubbed off on Ryan. Oh, we could literally do this all day. The viewers would be like, why are we putting ourselves through this?
You know what? They would actually refer their friends or their enemies to, like, torture them.
Cyberfox.
Take everybody that you hate and just want to torture them mercilessly. Just send them in here to deal with endless puns.
Endless puns, yeah. Look at the Cyberfox getting in on it. Maybe she has a lot of time to waste. Good lord.
I guess you could say she's just killing time.
God. The puns never end. They never end. They will go on till the end of time. Oh.
We can do this time and time again.
Oh my gosh, this is great.
Alright, Genku is saying, hey, I may have to make a master post on the MortalKombatOnline.com boards about this because the thought entered my brain and it's not going away. Going back to my claim that Raiden was innocent.
You should make a post on the MK Online forums.
If you think Raiden's innocent, I don't know, man. That's going to be a pretty hard sell. If you're willing to go on record and defend Raiden here, not going to make you very popular. Just saying.
Maybe.
I'm just saying.
Well, I'm Team Dark Raiden here, so...
Jasper was making one of Johnny's variations in MK11. He named it Daniel Pacina. Did it let you do it? Or was that one of the censored words?
Is that one of the censored words?
Hey, you never know.
Yeah, it's true.
Well, he said tried. Like, what do you mean you tried to make it Daniel Pacina? Did it let you? Did it give you some kind of an error?
Should I try it?
Yes, you should.
Okay.
Unless Jasper can just tell us real quick what happened. But, you know, there was that Activision game. Was it an Activision Spider-Man game, or was it one of the Tony Hawk games? I forget now. Spider-Man was in Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2. So I believe that if you made certain words in there, like when it says to enter your name, it would, like, blow it up and just make all the words disappear.
Interesting.
You know, if you entered, like, certain profanities, it just didn't let you, right? Like it would really have, like, a custom animation of, like, destroying the words. So, of course, then... You know how, like, hackers are and, like, game fact writers and stuff like that? people wanted to find out a list of every single word that doesn't work. So now it becomes a fact.
Yeah,
oh.
I'm gonna try it. I'd be surprised if it edited it out. You know what I mean?
Maybe.
Nope, it's there. Oh, wait. Really?
You're fine.
Hang on.
Don't tell me it's not letting you. What? I can't get an update from Jasper on this, but he says he tried to make one of Johnny's variations Daniel Pacina. Enter a valid variation name.
Yeah, there it is.
Okay. Well, all right then.
It should work.
If it didn't work, that would be weird.
Yeah, like let me just go to Conquer real quick.
Yes, for sure. Over in the YouTube, Gilbert Neva says, "Wouldn't it be great if Raiden was a boss character?"
Yeah,
dude.
See, it's right there.
It
totally works.
Yeah, good job. Good job. Dude, I was actually making some speculation that Raiden could be a boss character because he's dark, because everybody would have an incentive to stop him. It would basically just be Raiden against everybody if it got down to it. I mean, I really think that they could pull that off. It'd be very strange because we saw Raiden as a playable character in the first game, and you know we've been through some ups and downs with them over the years. But man, to just take Raiden one day and say, you know what, Raiden's gone off the rails. He's gone off the deep end. It's everybody versus Raiden. We've all got to get together and stop this guy for the good of all the realms. I really feel like that could work if they do it right.
Maybe that could be one of the alternate endings, right? Isn't there supposed to be multiple endings in this game?
Yeah, I think that could work with the Richard Epcar version of Raiden for sure, because when he puts on his angry voice, you really feel it. I don't know if that would work with the Christopher Lambert version of Raiden, though. What do you think? I mean, if Raiden, like, tries to destroy every single realm, and you just barely stop him, and, you know, he comes this close to doing it, and it's like, well, Raiden, what do you have to say for yourself? And he's like, sorry.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
Shang Tsung's island ruins.
All right, Cyberfox says...
Oh, we got an interesting glitch here.
What?
See where the level is? And the characters are still fighting, and yeah.
Oh, whoa! That was crazy. That's not supposed to happen.
No, that was pretty cool.
All right, well, somebody can clip that.
Yeah.
Round one.
Clip it!
Cyberfox says, I said a comment on a post about my thoughts on something Scorpion said to the other Scorpion. Oh, hey, do you skip all the dialogues?
Yeah, I do. You know what? I won't, though, from now on.
Oh, okay, then. I was just going to ask you about that.
Yeah. We'll catch all of them.
Jasper said he tried to do it, but WB was paying attention to everything he was doing, so he decided not to.
Oh, yeah.
All right, I don't think they would really, like, care that much.
I don't think it's... Yeah.
I don't think they're, like, anti-Daniel Pacina or something, are they?
No.
Nah, come on.
I mean, yeah.
Cyberfox says, Scorpion says to the other Scorpion, you're working for the Time Goddess. The other Scorpion says, she promised me my clan back. Yeah, there was something like that. I do remember that. Like, yeah, one of the... So, I guess Scorpion, in some version, might be working for Chronica if we can trust those pre-fight dialogues to give us a hint as to the canon.
Yeah.
Yeah, one version of Scorpion must... So, let me think about it like this, you know. In MKX, Scorpion regains control of his humanity. He gets control of the Shirai Ryu. I should say that he kind of builds a new Shirai Ryu from the ground up.
Yeah.
And they're sort of a force for good, right?
Yeah.
They do get into a tussle with the SF, and they are on opposite sides there for a minute because Scorpion still wants revenge against Quan Chi, and SF wanted him to stand down. I think you remember the scene I'm talking about.
Right.
But for the most part, they were aligned. Scorpion and the Shirai Ryu were back, but if you remember the old timeline, and especially by MK Armageddon, Scorpion became a champion of the Elder Gods, and the idea was that they were going to give him his clan back. And in Armageddon's Conquest mode, we find out that the Elder Gods kind of just resurrect them as zombies, forcing Scorpion, well, you know, making Scorpion want revenge again, this time on the Elder Gods, for being duplicitous, and more or less going back on their word. So, if Kronika is reaching out to that Scorpion, and she promises Scorpion a chance to actually be with his clan, you know, I could see where she might convince him. That if she reaches out to the Scorpion from the old timeline, and can convince him, persuade him to join her cause, I could totally see that.
I could too.
Round 2, fight.
So it says here your Cadality instead of Daniel Pacino. Was that on purpose?
Yes, I changed it back.
Okay.
But it does work. There would be no reason for them to do that.
All right, let me take a look at what's going on in the YouTube here. Oh, hey, if Raiden was the boss, Gilbert Neva is continuing this idea back to the Raiden. Maybe if he were the final boss of an MK game, wouldn't it be cool if like Shao Kahn had to be the one to beat him?
Yeah, it'd be interesting.
That'd make like Shao Kahn the champion. I mean, imagine him being sent to kill Raiden and having the Elder God's blessing to do it. That he'd have a field day with that.
Yeah, for sure.
Genku is saying, here's a curious question. Is Kronika an Elder God? What do you think?
I think she is.
Alright, well then, just to be a pain in the ass, I'm going to say I think she isn't. How about that?
Okay, well why? What do you think she is?
Well, I definitely think she's a god. Or, I should say, goddess.
Now, do you think she's on the same level as Raiden?
Let's think about that. On the same level as Raiden? Yeah, because Raiden has, right? Like, Raiden is assigned, sort of, he's assigned to be the protector of Earthrealm.
Right.
And his elemental power is thunder and lightning, which, as we've seen, there are other gods with similar powers, right? Like, Argus kind of controls that, too.
Yes.
You know, because he's a god of Edenia. So, but I think that maybe Kronika does outrank Raiden, because if her domain and her element is time itself, that more or less affects all realms, doesn't it?
It does.
Raiden might be assigned to protect just Earth, or maybe Earthrealm and a couple other ones. You know, I saw this is off topic, but I did see the movie script for the 1995 Mortal Kombat film, and there's a line at the end of the movie that doesn't make the final cut. But at the end, you know, when all the heroes are celebrating because they just defeated Shang Tsung and they saved Earth, they're like, Raiden, where are you going? And he's like, oh, I've got to go. Did you seriously think Earthrealm is the only one I have to protect?
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so there's like an idea that maybe Raiden is the protector of more than just Earthrealm, going by an abandoned line that was in the original script. So if Raiden is just assigned to Earthrealm and possibly a couple others, Kronika is the guardian of time itself. That affects all realms, including Khan's Outworld.
That's true.
Yeah, so I don't think that she would just be assigned to one realm. I do think she's on a higher level than Raiden. That actually kind of supports your case that maybe she is an elder god or elder goddess. What do you think?
I think so.
All right, let me get caught up on some of these chats now, because that was an interesting one that Genku asked us, you know, about Kronika being an elder god.
I agree. Big Gamer's asking. He thinks Pinhead should be DLC for Mortal Kombat 11. I think Pinhead would be beautiful in this game.
Oh, well, I think that's a very pinheaded idea.
Really? You don't think Pinhead would work in MK?
No, I think he would have worked in MKX because we already had so many horror movie icons. It's like, yeah, throw one more in there. Why not? But I think this time MK needs to stand out on its own. Maybe one or two guests tops.
What guests besides Spawn do you think we might see?
Godzilla.
Godzilla?
King Kong.
Okay, you're talking about characters that wouldn't fit the screen, dude.
Yeah. But they'd be cool.
They would be.
All right, I don't know, man. I'm thinking, obviously, you know, serious nomination here. Not King Kong versus Godzilla. Serious nomination here. Doom Guy. Doom Guy, come on. What do you think?
I think Doom Guy could be great.
There was. Now I know Outworld was in here yesterday talking about Shaggy.
Yep.
There's a meme going around. If people actually got what they wanted, I don't think they'd be happy to it.
Yeah. Sometimes NetherRealm has to protect the fans from themselves.
Oh, Cyberfox. Cyberfox just dropped a bomb here.
What's that?
Pinhead was actually a woman in the book.
What?
Did you know that?
I did not.
Cyberfox, did you read the book? I did not know that. Hey, Outworld. Shredder from Ninja Turtles. We saw the Turtles in Injustice. They own the license. Shredder fits an MK game. Okay. Outworld, buddy, you just made my night. I wasn't even thinking about that. Yes, I think I could actually get behind a guest. Fatalkade, let's hear your best Shredder imitation.
I don't have one. I wouldn't know how to even begin with that.
Okay, fair enough. You want to hear my Shredder imitation or nah?
Sure.
All right then.
You're good at this.
Tonight I dine on turtle soup.
Cabal win.
That's very good.
Oh,
Actually.
thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Good lord. Almost does kind of sound like Deathstroke. I agree.
I would love to see, like, no, I think he was saying he wanted to see Deathstroke as a guest, not that I sounded like Deathstroke.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would love to see, like, the intro fighter dialogue between Shredder and Reptile, you know?
Yeah.
I've already had to deal with 4 reptiles. What's one more?
Can you imagine him and Shang Tsung going at it?
Or him and Sub-Zero from MK Deception.
Oh, yeah.
Think about it.
Yeah, they had a lot of similar looks, too, didn't they?
That's the deal. All right, let me get caught up on the chat. I am getting sloppy about keeping up with the Twitch here. Genku says Shaggy will never happen. This was confirmed at the first MK11 combat cast. You know, they say that, but if their bosses come down and say, nope, we really want Shaggy, what are they going to do? What are they going to do?
Scooby snacks for everybody. That's what they're going to do.
All right. Lone Wolf is dropping some more knowledge. You know Pinhead?
Yeah.
Her name was Kirsty Cotton in the book.
Wow. That's quite a difference.
Dude, I never...
As Johnny Cage would say, Cotton, you're not fluffy.
That's true. Genku says MK characters have guested in Injustice many times. Why not return the favor? Dude, yeah, I actually made a video about like 5 DC characters that would really be a good fit with MK.
Maybe, but is DC going to let their characters get brutally murdered over and over again?
Yes, they will. No, I mean, look, maybe you should go back and watch the video, but there's this guy, Equinox, and he was in an episode of The Brave and the Bold, and he was like all tricked out in a yin-yang design. He was made into who he is. He used to be a human, but he was made into the way he is by the gods of chaos and order. Like, I feel like a character like that would fit so well with the whole Asian mysticism theme that Mortal Kombat has going on.
Potentially, yeah. But I'd really like to see, before any of that, I'd like to see Sing and Sang become Siang, you know? Like, I'd like to see that in this
Me
game.
too. Yeah, you know what? If they did so well with one of the Malibu Comics characters like Hydro, you know, Hydro started out in the Malibu Comics, then they put him in that Sega Genesis hack in the Mugen games, and then he guested in an episode of MK Legacy. Like, the fact that Hydro made it so far, even though he hasn't been in a game yet, I would love for them to do something with either Hydro or Siang or, hey, even Raiden's servants from those comics, Wind and Rain. Like, those comics have some deep lore.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so Cyberfox says she watched a video about it. It said Pinhead is a woman, but they changed it to a male character because there was a lot of male characters in movies at the time. And they didn't think a female one would get that many viewers. Yeah, I kind of agree.
Back then, maybe, but I think if they did it today, they should. They should have a more direct interpretation of the book. It sounds like it was a lot different in a lot of ways.
Okay, so Outworld, and I think he's being facetious, because Uncle Cranky is saying, like, if Warner Brothers shoehorns Shaggy into this, it will kill the franchise. But remember, they shoehorned Scooby-Doo into an episode of Supernatural. I didn't watch it, but I saw the trailers for that. There's this whole crossover series with Scooby-Doo and crossing over to a whole bunch of other stuff, like the Flintstones, the Jetsons, the Teen Titans, whole bunch of other ones that I can't even rattle off the top of my head right now. But they're crossing over Scooby-Doo with a lot of different stuff. So I wouldn't write off this Shaggy thing just yet.
Oh, come on. Scooby-Doo in Mortal Kombat, though, dude.
Well, what do you think? What do you think Shaggy's animality would be?
Roo-roo. Clearly.
I love that Scooby-Doo impression, dude.
Thank you. No, honestly, honestly, like I'll be 100% legit. I would laugh and then I would cry. Like I would be like, "This is so funny, it's great," and then I'd be like, "No, this is terrible. Take it back."
What if they didn't put him in MK11 at all, and they just made a direct-to-video feature, you know, like a crossover with Scooby-Doo and Mortal Kombat characters?
That might work a little better than having Shaggy potentially get murdered.
Look, here's the thing, right? There is an abandoned building, right, that used to belong to the Lin Kuei, and the Mystery Machine, you know, with Fred, Shaggy, Velma, everybody, it's driving along the road, and they see this old abandoned Chinese-looking building in the middle of like this winter, you know, like the middle of the Arctic, more or less. Right. It turns out it's the Lin Kuei headquarters, and the Lin Kuei keep on mysteriously disappearing. And then, you know, Jinkies, sounds like such a mystery. We've really got to investigate this. And they think it's a ghost, but it turns out it's not. So they finally capture the guy, and it's Hanzo Hasashi, and he's wearing his scorpion mask, right? And it's like, look, you think the killer is a ghost? Well, watch who it really is. Then they rip off his mask, and it's a skeleton. And it's like, oh no, it really is a ghost. Like, yoinks, dude.
Like Fatality, because then he, like, breathes fire on them and kills them.
Exactly. I'm sure they'd actually find a way to survive. But it would be awesome. It would be awesome if they catch him, they think they've finally proven that it's not a ghost, and then BAM! It actually is. Oh, Outworld just came up with the classic line. I would have gotten away with it too if it wasn't for you combat kids.
Okay, that could work. That could work.
All right, Cyberfox says this would be a funny webcomic. But you know what? I say we got to find somebody to animate this. Whoever makes this like an animation, even if it's just the ending scene. Yeah, like just the scene where they finally unmask Scorpion and it's really a skeleton and it really is a ghost after all. Oh no.
Right.
Dude, just tweet it out, let it go viral. Ed Boon will see it. You'll be internet famous.
That's true.
Whoever makes this, just take my idea and run with it. I don't even need the credit. I don't care about that stuff. Just somebody do it. I wasn't paying attention to your gameplay at all, dude. How you doing over there? You winning or losing?
I'm really... it's a little back and forth with me and this Cabal player right now. We've had a couple of close matches. He's good. He's very good with Cabal. He's playing a lot of good mind games. And I'm being equally patient, so it's a back and forth battle here.
Cyberfox says, always knew Scorpion was a bonehead. Bonehead.
Gosh, you know, Scorpion's spear is so punishable. Scorpion's very punishable, actually. If you just wait him out, it's really frustrating as a Scorpion player.
Round 2. Fight.
So, Gilbert Neva is saying, you know who he'd like to see as a guest? Any guesses?
Who's that?
Someone from Kung Fu Panda.
Oh my gosh.
Well, what? It's got Kung Fu. What's the problem?
Yeah, but it's a kid's movie.
Yeah. I guess that's the problem. So, Ninja Turtles is also kind of a kid's property. I guess DC, if it's an M-rated game, they might not want to do it. I don't know, man. Seems like the only people they can put in as guests would be from R-rated horror films. I guess you're right. They kind of really can't do anything with, like, kids cartoons, can they?
Oh. I was trying to catch him with that background stage interaction. Bit me. But yeah, no, I mean...
Finish him.
It happens, buddy. It
yeah,
happened.
But I mean...
What about the fact that they're giving Scooby-Doo a dark and gritty reboot in the comics? Have you seen that thing? Scooby-Doo Apocalypse?
I have not.
Scooby-Doo Apocalypse. You haven't seen that?
I have not, but now I'm a little interested. I could see how they could make Scooby-Doo for more mature audiences. I do. It's just... You know, when you grow up with something and...
Yeah.
You know, it's you know, Scooby-Doo should be a fun kids TV show. It shouldn't be... I mean, it could be dark and gritty, right? Because a lot of us that did grow up with it, you know, would probably appreciate that, but there's a magic to it, you know what I mean? It's like taking Mickey Mouse and then saying, oh, he's going to be a guest character in Mortal Kombat. Like, no.
Wait, have you seen the South Park episode where they made, like, a really, really filthy version of Mickey Mouse?
No, but I'm not surprised it's South Park.
Okay. Well, trust me, it was great. He was like the CEO of the Disney company. He was brutal, dude. He was absolutely brutal. Genku is talking about the Scooby-Doo Apocalypse comics, but I don't want to say his comment because there might be a potential spoiler in there. And I don't know the answer to his question either way. Lone Wolf says the TMNT comics from the early years were bloody and graphic. That is true. They were. Outworld gave me a picture of the Scooby-Doo Apocalypse comic logo. And that is true. I did read the first couple issues. I haven't kept up with it. I'll be honest. I have not kept up with it. I was trying to keep up with them, and also with Scooby-Doo Team Up, and also with all the Injustice comics, which those are the only things I did manage to keep up with. I've actually read every single Injustice comic. It's too bad they canceled those, or I guess I should say that the run has concluded.
Yeah. I was really kind of shocked that they didn't do anything with MK11, because there's so much they could do with it.
Yeah, what is up with that?
I was really bummed. I was really hoping for that bomb to drop.
I don't get why not, because in every other aspect, Warner Brothers has really done such a great job marketing this game. Like, really.
They have. They've done a great job.
Lone Wolf is asking about Ash Williams from The Evil Dead as a guest character. You know what? Fatalkade, do you remember this at C2E2? If you don't remember this, I know Katie does. There was a mashup t-shirt between Ash Williams and Doom. Do you remember that? Yeah.
Remember that?
Yeah, she does. Do you remember it, Fatalkade? Did I show it to you?
Between Ash Williams and
Doom.
Doom.
And it was called Boom. You remember? Like how he has his boomstick?
Yeah. I remember that. I don't think Katie does.
I think she does.
Do you remember that Ash Evil Dead Doom reference shirt that said Boom instead of Doom? Yeah. Oh, you do? Okay.
Dude, it was the coolest thing. I think I remember showing both of you.
Yeah.
Probably at 2 separate times.
Right.
Actually, when I look online, there are even more. Like, there are 3 different people who made mashups of this.
Yeah.
This one is not exactly the one that I saw, but I'm going to drop it in Twitch.
Yeah.
That's a link to a mashup, not exactly the one that I saw. Oh, here's one. Duke Nukem. All right, let me get caught up on some of these other chats. Oh, Big Gamer 1332 says, what do you think about Pigface from Saw movies being in MK11? Honestly, dude, just like I said with Pinhead, I kind of have a feeling that the whole horror movie guests is a little overdone. I don't want to see them go that route. I want to see MK11 have its own flavor, and if they just do that again, it'll be like MKX all over again. You know, MK9 had, like, just Freddy. That was cool. MKX had, like, Jason, Alien, Predator, and Leatherface. That was a little over the top.
I agree.
I think I want to see them get back into video game guests. I really do. I think that MK is a game first, and as much as we all loved the movie, and as much as we'd all love to see another movie,
yeah,
it's like, all right, let's chill with the movie references. If we're gonna have guests from other franchises, let's make them games.
Right.
That's just like my opinion.
I agree.
Outworld says he likes the fatalities. He doesn't like it when the guy's like teabagging. He says that's not cool. You should message him and tell him that teabagging is not a fatality.
No, it's okay. I take it in stride. This guy's a good Cabal player. I can't reach out to him and tell him that. He's good.
Okay.
He's clearly better than I am.
You know, they can record all your inputs. Like, the data that they can collect is amazing. They could probably just look at the button mashing and see who's teabagging and who's not. So, if they want to ban people for that, like, they're taking a chance. Ed made fatal moves in this game so people could perform death moves to rub salt in the wounds after a versus match. And then these guys go and teabag. The internet is stupid. Like, yeah, that's true. The whole point of a fatality was to taunt the loser and really make it humiliating. Teabagging is just... it's just so dumb.
Yeah.
I mean, in this game, there are better ways to humiliate your opponent after a loss. Hello? He's right, you know.
You are correct.
Like that Morgan Freeman gif. He's right, you know. Cyberfox is saying Mega Man for MK11.
I don't think he's teabagging me, though. I think he's really just trying to throw me off. Like, fake me out. Because that's what I'm doing right now, is trying to fake him out.
Listen, I would really like to hear you say Mega Man in the MK11 announcer's voice.
Mega Man.
Round 2.
There you go.
Fight.
Love it. Love it, love it, love it. I mean, just picture the announcer saying Superman from MK vs. DC, and I think you get the gist of how it should go.
Yeah.
I bet those guys had so much fun in the sound recording booth, naming all kinds of fake characters who would never be in the game.
Oh, lag.
It happens. Genku says, I'm curious who the 4 unannounced or rumored characters are. Wait a minute. How do you know there's going to be 4, or why do you think there's only 4? We know 20 of the 25 confirmed characters, plus Shao Kahn and Shang Tsung as DLC.
I think my Elgato froze again.
Oh, no. Wait a minute.
Let me see if I can fix it.
Yeah, see if you can fix it without restarting the stream.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I can. Just give me a couple seconds here.
Okay.
Yeah. That's such a weird glitch. You know, I've never experienced that happen.
Oh, what's it doing now? That's weird.
I took it off. So.
That's what she said.
You're a funny guy.
Genku says if you get Mega Man, he only wants it if it's the fat old Mega Man from the first game's box art.
Oh, jeez.
How about the kid with the weird voice from the Captain N cartoon? I want that Mega Man.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Jeez. I almost wonder.
Lone Wolf Productions is sharing some trivia that even I didn't know before.
Okay, what's that?
If you look at the sound files of Duke Nukem Forever, there is a soundboard, and one of the lines is Duke saying, Duke wins, fatality.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that'd be cool.
I got an idea. Let me see if I refresh this.
So let me ask you this then. If they did video game guests in MK11, and I'm not saying that they are or that they're not, but if they did, Would you prefer guests from modern video games or from like retro video games? Would you like to see the guys from Contra helping out the guys from Special Forces? Or would you rather see Borderlands handsome Jack like Cyberfox wants?
I mean, I'm not terribly sure.
Maybe 50-50, you know?
Yeah, it might be 50-50 on that.
Give the older gamers a little something, give the newer gamers a little something, huh?
You could. You could.
I mean, I feel like if you're Warner Brothers, you want to, like, appeal to different demographics, and that's how you would do it.
I would have to agree with you on that. It's just...
Gilbert Neva's over in the YouTube now saying, bring back the MK3 fatalities. What do you think?
I think that would be super cool, but you got to keep in mind with MK3 fatalities, they had like 5 rib cages, 3 skulls.
I'm sorry, did I say fatalities? I read that wrong. I meant to say brutalities.
Oh.
Like, and actually, they're not really MK3. They're Ultimate MK3, if we want to be precise. But yeah, like, if you bring those back, they're basically like the Ultra combos. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, if they're done... I mean, brutalities were kind of an MKX. They'd be kind of evolved into their own thing. But if you brought them back like that, maybe... Yeah, I don't know why my Elgato is being strange, folks.
It's messed up on you all the time. But look, I don't think you really need to restart the stream. Let me ask you this, Fatalkade. I think I can do some tech support on the fly.
Okay, let's try this.
All right. You should have another program that can read what the Elgato's spitting out. Am I right?
Maybe.
It's not just XSplit. You've got another app that came with it that can handle it. True?
I mean, I have OBS, yeah.
Uh-huh. All right. See if OBS can read it. I kind of doubt it. I kind of was thinking of some other, like, proprietary software that it came with.
Yeah. No, I hear ya. I'm not sure why.
Don't you have... Doesn't it come with something like... Oh, I don't know. I never got that one. I have a different brand for mine, but doesn't it come with something like Pinnacle or something? Doesn't it come with software built in?
Typically, yeah, but...
And you never installed it, right?
No.
You did. Who needs it? I have better stuff.
Yeah, I mean, it's like.
All right.
But yeah, I don't. Yeah, it's working just fine on this. On OBS.
Okay, so then perfect. Set up XSplit to do a window capture from OBS. You should be good to go without having to restart the stream.
It's a lot of RAM I'm using then, though.
I'll ram you if you don't.
Let me see if it'll work on this now.
Another pun. Never miss an opportunity for a pun.
Yeah, I don't know why it's doing that. That's strange. Never seen.
Tell you what. If you're not ready to do that yet, here's a suggestion. Lone Wolf just posted a link to like an 8-second YouTube video. See if you can load that up. It's so awesome.
Give me 1 sec though. I'm gonna try this.
Okay.
So let's see.
Okay, Outworld's got an idea too, you know. His idea is open up the Elgato software and capture the preview. Like, that's, you know, makes sense.
Yeah, let me see if I can figure this out, because I want to see what is potentially... Go to video input. I'm just going to go to the settings here. See if I can get to the bottom of it. That is super strange. I didn't have this issue until I updated XSplit, sadly.
Well, this is why you should never update anything. This is why I still use Windows 95.
That is so true. So true.
As soon as you update from Windows 95, that's when all the problems started.
Yeah.
Thanks, Bill Gates.
Exactly. So let me see if I can fix this on the fly here, guys. Let's take a look.
I think you can. If your thing doesn't work, you know, we can try. I think Outworlds or my method would probably also work, even though it would involve a little bit of RAM. But I think you got the RAM. I think you've got RAM to spare.
I don't know about that.
Well, I think you've got the RAM and I've got the ROMs.
Let's see here. It says it's still in use by another application.
Outworld says ram it in, dude.
Yeah, there it goes. It's just I almost
Not
wonder... Yeah, I don't know. It's weird.
Your opponent has left the game. So well, dude, it's like I see it for a second that the opponent left the game, then all of a sudden it's not available. It's like it works for a second and then doesn't.
These are all the fun technical difficulties of being a streamer, ladies and gentlemen.
So when your device is not available, CyberFox is like, that's what she said.
That's pretty funny. I probably will have to take the stream down just to fix this.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I guess it's down.
Is the stream down?
I think it is.
No, it looks like it's still playing on my end.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we're still live. I'll just have to take it down briefly. Sorry about the technical difficulties here, guys. Not quite sure why we're having these interesting difficulties out of nowhere with XSplit.
Let me give a couple of shout-outs to people before too much time passes and I miss my chance.
Sure.
Show Hayabusa says, "Oi, popping in for a bit. How you doing?
Yeah.
What's up, buddy? Welcome to the MK Online stream." Meanwhile, over on the YouTube side, Headlocked Gaming says, "Hello, everyone," and gives a nice little hand wave emoji. So, hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome. We are multi-streaming. We're streaming on Twitch and YouTube at the same time. Unfortunately, I have a feeling our stream's about to go down.
Just temporarily.
Unless, wait a minute, before we do that, Fatalkade, what happens when you try it in OBS? Does OBS say it's not available?
No, it's. I think it's a memory issue with XSplit, so I'm going to try to get to the bottom of it. Very briefly, we'll probably be back, I'd say, in about 5 minutes. If these guys just want to hang out, and we're going to have a lot more beta gameplay, and hopefully I'll have this issue resolved. It looks like it's a memory issue with XSplit, though, so I'll have to take a quick look at it. Now,
do you remember how to solve those?
Yes.
Okay, because when it comes to memory issues, I always forget. All right, guys, we'll see you in like 5 minutes.
5 minutes, and we'll be back.